Welcome to Sheikh Hamdan's Fans official channel, where we delve into the fascinating world of Dubai's beloved crown prince and the royal family. Today, we're honored to share a heartfelt poem, penned by Sheikh Hamdan, that speaks directly to the soul. As I stand before you, I'm compelled to reveal a truth that's been hidden for far too long. The weight of this secret has been crushing me, and I can no longer remain silent. Fear, doubt, and the possibility of losing you forever have held me back, but the truth is eating away at me, and I must confess. My confession is not one of deceit or betrayal, but of vulnerability and fear. I've held back parts of myself, not out of malice, but out of a deep-seated fear of being seen as weak. I've been afraid that if you knew the full truth, you'd view me differently, that you'd walk away from the person I've been too afraid to reveal. In this moment, I'm choosing to shed the armor of fear and doubt, to stand before you, vulnerable and true. I'm choosing to risk everything, not out of recklessness, but out of a deep desire to be seen, to be heard, and to be understood. As I reflect on our journey, I'm met with the realization that I hid vital parts of myself from you. My insecurities, fears, and inner turmoil were masked by a facade of confidence. I pretended to have it all together, when in reality, I was barely holding on. For that, I'm truly sorry. My fear of vulnerability controlled me, causing me to push you away. I cared for you deeply, more than I ever dared to admit, even to myself. Instead of expressing my emotions, I built walls around myself, making you feel like you were the only one invested in our relationship. I led you to question whether I even cared at all, and that's a burden I'll forever regret. Witnessing the way my actions hurt you was devastating. I saw the sparkle in your eyes fade, and I felt the weight of your disappointment. You reached out for me, but I pushed you away, and slowly, you began to pull back. Deep down, you knew I was holding something back, and your intuition was correct. The truth I never dared to speak aloud is that I loved you. I still do. And I'm consumed by regret for never expressing my feelings when it mattered most. I made you feel like you were alone in our journey, when in reality, you were the only one who made me feel whole. I wanted to tell you so many times, but fear held me back. Fear of losing myself in you, fear of needing you. As I stand amidst the ruins of what we once shared, I'm consumed by the realization that my fear of being seen, of being vulnerable, has cost me the one person who truly mattered. Even if this confession comes too late, I need you to know the truth. I love you still, and I'll spend the rest of my life regretting that I never mustered the courage to tell you when it mattered most. There's more I need to confess, more that I've kept locked away, more that I must reveal, even if it changes nothing. I was my own worst enemy, sabotaging the one thing in my life that was real. I let my doubts, fears, and inability to be vulnerable ruin what we had. I pushed you away, not because I didn't love you, but because I didn't know how to accept the love you were giving me. The weight of this realization is crushing me. I took you for granted, assuming that no matter how much I pulled away, you'd always be there, waiting, forgiving. But love doesn't work that way. People don't stay when they feel unwanted. Hearts don't keep waiting when they're constantly being pushed aside. By the time I realized what I had done, you were already gone. Some nights, I lie awake, imagining a different ending for us, one where I wasn't afraid to tell you how I felt, one where I didn't let my pride stop me from fighting for you. But the past isn't something I can rewrite, and the pain of knowing that it's something I'll carry for the rest of my life is a burden I'll forever bear. I don't deserve a second chance, but I still yearn for one. I know I have no right to ask for another chance, but I'm asking anyway, not because I expect forgiveness or reconciliation, but because I need to know that you know the truth. I love you still, and I'll spend the rest of my life trying to make sense of what could have been. You deserve more than a regret-filled apology, and I know that. You deserve someone who recognized your worth from the very beginning. But if there's even a glimmer of hope to make things right, I'll take it. Because the truth is, no matter how much time passes, no matter the distance between us, and no matter how hard I try to move on, it's still you. It's always been you. This is the final part of my confession, the last piece of my heart I'm willing to expose. I told myself I was done, that I'd said everything I needed to say. But I was wrong. There's still one last thing. Something I never had the courage to admit, not even to myself. And now, I need you to hear it. When you walked away, I didn't just lose you, I lost myself too. You took with you the version of me that existed when we were together, the one who laughed more, dreamed bigger, and believed in something greater. I thought I could live without you, that I'd wake up, move on, and start over. But the truth is, I haven't been the same since you left. I lied when I said I wanted you to be happy without me. Part of me meant it, but the other part, the selfish part, hated the thought of you loving someone else. I hated the idea of someone else knowing your quirks, your habits, and your heart. I pretended to be okay with it, but deep down, I wanted to be the only one who truly knew you. I know it's too late, but I'll always wonder what if. What if I had figured this out sooner? What if I had told you how much you meant to me before you walked away? What if I had fought for us when I still had the chance? Would we still be here? Would you still be mine? Or were we always meant to end like this, me finally ready to love you the right way, and you too far gone to hear it? This is my final confession, my last attempt to make things right. I have no more words left, no more regrets to spill, no more hopes of rewriting our story. This is it. If you take nothing else from this, just remember us. Remember the way we were, the way we loved, and the way we lost each other. I loved you, As I stand at the edge of this precipice, I'm compelled to reveal the truth that's been clawing at my soul. I've pretended to move on, to act as if our connection never existed, but the reality is, it's been a constant, gnawing presence in my life. Before time renders this confession meaningless, I need you to hear me, to know the truth I've kept hidden for so long. You always saw the best in me, believed I was capable of more than I ever believed in myself. You called me strong, resilient, unshaken by life's challenges, but that was only half the story. I was never as put together as I seemed, never as confident as I appeared. I had doubts, fears, and emotions I locked away, afraid to reveal my true self, afraid of being seen as weak. Perhaps, if I had let you see the real me, we wouldn't be standing on opposite sides of this goodbye. I pushed you away, telling myself I needed space, that I wasn't ready for something so deep, so real. But the truth is, I was terrified of how much I needed you, of being vulnerable, of depending on someone else. I wasn't ready to admit that you had become the one person I couldn't imagine living without. So, I let go, and now I'm left to live with the consequences of that choice. I pretended to be okay, to have moved on without looking back, but it was all a lie. Every time I close my eyes, I still see you. Every time I hear your name, my heart still skips a beat. Every time I think I've forgotten you, something reminds me that I never will. I don't deserve another chance, but I wish I had one. I know I can't ask you to come back, to erase the hurt I caused, the nights you spent wondering why you weren't enough for me to stay. But if I could, if life ever gave me a second chance, I wouldn't waste it. I wouldn't run from you, I wouldn't hold back, I wouldn't let fear steal the best thing that ever happened to me. But I know second chances don't come easy, and by the time I found the courage to tell you all of this, you were already gone. This is my last confession, my final attempt to make things right. No more hiding, no more pretending, no more acting like losing you was just another moment in my life. Because you weren't just a moment, you were the best part of my story, and now I have to live with the fact that I'll never get to relive that chapter again.